Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Anti-Bias. With me, as always, Lampo. Don't have to say the man with a million nicknames, they know. Every week now I'm going to call you something else.
Correct, yeah. Let's go through all 1,000 nicknames.
Jeez, we're in a long season. But a lot of balls happening over the last week.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, if you look at, you start off with the All Cape. Not so much entries it feels like the entries sort of going down for the All Cape.
No, I think it's tough. It's a tough one being 2 weeks just before SA Open starts as well. You know?
Yeah.
So it's quite a bit of layout of money to try and do both. Huh?
Yeah, and if you look at what the All Cape has to offer versus what the Gauteng Open has to offer, yes, okay, logistically it doesn't make sense to have an All Cape Gauteng Open style All Cape.
Yeah.
Because of the distance of traveling, as in Gauteng Open, they play over weekends. But Gauteng Open this year has got singles, pairs, fours, mixed pairs. They've got visually impaired singles, disability singles,
Wow.
under 15, under 18, under 25.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, it gets played over weekends and those sort of things,
Oh, of course,
which
yeah.
makes it easy because you've got that 5-6 districts right there by each other. But
Yeah.
you know, they play so much more balls than us in Gauteng, and we play classics.
Yeah.
And it's the same crew that play, and this classic follows each other around over weekends, but they play serious balls. Okay, weather allows it. Gauteng in the winter is the best time of balls, time of year to play balls, because the greens are so much faster. But definitely something to look at. I don't think if the All Cape carries on the way it is, I don't think it will survive. Last year, if you look, I think there was about 8 sections. This year there's about 12 sections. Next year will be big because it's in Cape Town, so you have a lot of locals entering. But yeah, in any case, just to start us off with that, the winners there from Knysna Bowling Club, you've got Ivan Kitson, John Rimbold, Billy Radloff, and Andrew Hinch.
Yeah. Well done to them.
And John Rimbold and Billy Radloff probably on their way to go defend their title,
Yeah, defend their pairs title.
the Nationals or the SA Open
pairs title, yes.
pairs title. So before we get there, actually, safe travels to everyone. I know this is pre-recorded,
Yeah.
but everyone will be traveling tomorrow, which is Friday. And safe travels to you guys, to the men making their way to the SA Open.
Yeah, correct. Very safe travels. Thank goodness there's a break in all the hectic weather and storms that have been happening, you know, especially leaving Cape Town area. But yeah, safe travels.
Yeah. So up next, we go to the World Indoor Championships, with the World Champs results. The mixed pairs. Unfortunately, we lost to Scotland.
Oh, okay.
Claire and Mo representing us over there. They've actually done quite well. And unfortunately, we've lost our last game against Scotland.
Okay.
Now, that was quite a close game. We lost 5-4 and 6-5.
Oh, geez.
So
Yeah,
both sets
that's very
lose by
close,
one. And there's only the top in the section of number one in the section goes
okay,
through,
yeah.
because there's 8 sections.
Sure.
A bit different to the single sections. So in the ladies, we've got Alma Mo Low playing, and she started off like a house on fire.
Yeah.
Mo started off so well, and after the second game, she's happy about the way she's playing, and sort of dipped off. I think she is currently lying in, I think, 5th position.
I think
on
I
the-
saw in 5th position.
No, 5th position on the
She
log.
just won the 2 games. Yeah.
No, won her first 2.
Big
then
win
had a bye.
big win against Kelsey Cottrell.
No, she didn't beat Kelsey.
Didn't she beat Kelsey?
No, she beat Amy Williams from Wales.
And the other win she had, which?
No, it was against Fiji.
Okay.
So I think for her, what a place to be for her on the international stage. Get a taste of international bowls, especially in getting the opportunity to play against someone like Kelsey Cottrell.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know she lost. Didn't look too bad. It looked like a 7-4, 6-4.
Yeah.
Straight sets, but it's not a runaway. So unfortunately, Mo not going through to the playoffs. But in the men, we've got old Charles Mathieson,
Yes.
as we know him informally, Sepia, doing very well. I think everyone saw his game this morning, and he's only lost the one game, which was against Carl Wood from Wales.
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
So I think he's got one more game to go, 2 more games to go, but it's highly possible that he actually qualifies for that playoffs.
Okay.
I think he has to play Sweden still, and probably Macau, China. I think that's his 2 games that he's got left. One might be Malaysia. I actually didn't check the fixtures. Poor for me. I just checked the logs. But he's the way he was playing. Sad to know that it's in a Commonwealth Games here, and someone playing as well as he has is not part of that setup.
Yeah. Surprising, actually.
He's been incredible, and go watch his game on YouTube. They actually streamed it this morning, Thursday morning, around about the 4-hour mark. Go watch the game. Go see how well he was actually drawing, and you go, that's what you want going to the Commonwealth Games. Someone on that type of form, which is a month or 2 away, with a bit of an international experience. Again, he played a couple of years ago, but he is probably the informed player.
Yeah.
And that's the one you want to send over to Scotland in July, August.
And he's got such a nice nature about him as well.
Yes.
Just confident and, but not arrogant. You know that
No,
difference?
it's quietly confident.
Yeah.
And the way he thinks about the game is very cool. So it's actually quite nice to have a conversation with him. And that he's been playing ball since he was 7 years old.
Wow.
And he was part of the original Kopklapper group.
Okay.
He played lead for the original Kopklapper group back in the day. So, we know which shot he learned first.
Yes.
And talking about the shot he learned first, and you can see that's the first shot he learned as a bowler. He was 5 down. We're going to show you a clip up next. He was about 5 down. No, they were 5 all playing the last set, last end of the first set, and he was 4 down. And he had to play this shot to win the set.
Jack movement. Surely he wins this set. He's got the respot option. He's going big. Needs Jack. Well, he's played it.
What a
Maybe
shot.
taking out the
It's
marker.
come up the green. Still.
Not sure whether it's come off the green or off his foot.
No, it hit the bank.
Hit the bank.
You can see his opponent giving a wry little smile there.
Yes.
So that's what won him that first set, and he was quite dominant in the second set. But that's how we know him. He's very accurate in the drive, and as we said, probably the first shot he's ever learned to play.
Good positive player.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
So all the best for Sepia for tomorrow. If you watch this tomorrow or over the weekend, good luck for Friday. We're all behind you, and we're pretty sure that that you'll do well. Up next, a very big, successful actually, SA Women's Open from Port Natal.
Yes.
I've only seen praise from anyone and everyone on social media about the way it was organised, the hospitality from the clubs, the greens. It looked quite festive.
Yeah.
And the feedback from everyone on social media was good.
Yeah. I agree.
So let's get straight into the results. We're in the fours. We have Leonie Kudek, Sandy Smart, Linda Ellis, Kim Christensen from playing under the Umhlanga banner, who won the bronze. And the other bronze medalists, Vilma Richardson, Cherry Ann Moles, Maria Hunt, and Doris Frank from the Lake Club, winning the bronze there. And this is an interesting team. It's, I think, their 3rd consecutive year of winning silver in the SA Open Fours.
Wow, that's brilliant.
I think the 3rd consecutive year. Esme Kruger, Laura York, Ina Fourie, and Rolinda Fourie. They kept on saying Ina Fourie and Rolinda Fourie, and then the next thing they said was they're not related, so we're not going to say it.
Okay.
But they won fours for the 3rd time in 3 years, so well done to them.
Yeah, brilliant.
Here's an interesting one. Susan Nowell, Nikki Sturzyker, Hilary Lindsay, and Leslie Levy. And I don't know who the standing player was, to be quite honest, because Susan Nowell got injured the morning of the final. She couldn't step on a leg. She had a pinched nerve. So they had the 3rd, which is Nikki Sturzyker, go up at skip.
Okay.
And played a bomb shot for them to win the game. They were 17-16 up 2 to play, and Lara York put the jack in the box for 2 or 3, and she drew a ball on the lip
Wow, brilliant.
to go 3 shots clear, 1 to play. So that's very well done from them. And Anneke and them got knocked out against them in the last 16 on an extra end. But in a discussion Anneke and them had with the team after 3 out of the 4, which was their very first nationals,
It was brilliant.
or the SA Open. So how easy do they think the SA Open is?
No, that's magic. Well done, ladies.
Yeah, and the pairs, Ampo, you'll take us through the pairs there.
Yeah, so Tassie Bright and Colleen Marshall doing well again, getting amongst the medals again this year, picking up bronze. Glenda Matthews and Natalie Botha. Natalie Botha had a very good tournament, also getting ponds there.
Correct.
In silver, we've got Heather Pembroke and Esme Haley, also doing very well there. And in gold, Esme Kruger, and Laura York at gold. So it's well, magic tournament for the two of them.
Yeah, they had a great tournament. I think the 4 of them had a great tournament because we'll get there now in the singles a bit later. But first, we're going to go to the veterans. Vets ladies, Glenda Matthews picking up the bronze, and Manette Hatton-Jones, the other one. So we're mentioning just them. There where we don't have a picture is because they probably weren't at the prize giving.
Yeah.
So we're just giving them a mention, a bit of a shout out. Barbara Belleri picking up the silver, Fran Belleri's mom. I'm
Yes,
sure she doesn't want to be referred to as Fran's mom. Like, I don't want to be always referred to as Anneke's husband,
Yes, correct. Yeah.
and you, Candice's husband.
Yes.
So, but Fran is very close to getting a T-shirt of that prestigious club. Myself, you, Eugene, Stefan.
Okay.
Now, Mositar, Sue's husband, is also not part. The second best in our family club.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So, Fran, if you're watching us, send us a size, send us a shirt size. Second best in the family. You've now officially joined the club. And then we go to almost the only thing we've picked. That was Sandy Smart winning the veteran singles gold.
Yeah,
I think that's the only one we almost had correct.
Yeah, very well done. Brilliant.
So well done to them. And off to the Open ladies, where we mentioned earlier Esme's team, Rolinda Fourie, getting a bronze, losing in a very tightly contested semi-final to Sue Tar. And then Nikki Neal, who lost to Debbie Phillips.
Yeah, correct.
And then our very own
Debbie
whoop
Phillips.
whoop Debbie. Well done, Debbie. I think the whole Western Cape, the whole Western Province is very proud of what you've achieved. It must have been an incredible experience, and played so well. And she was never out of that game. She lost. You could see it was a nervy start. I don't know if you watched the game. It looked like a bit of a nervy start, and she got back in. She got back to 2014, and anything could have happened from there. You pick up a number, pick up a 3 and a 4, you win the game.
Yeah.
You steal it from your opponent. So well done, Debbie. Also, yeah, we're coming from a home club, so she had plenty of home support all over social media, you can see.
No, for sure.
And then our champion, Sue Tar, or as she's now formally known as the Terminator, as they call her. So Sue Tar, we had a lovely interview with her, which we'll show to you guys now. But interesting lady. I did mention, and I did tell her in the interview, I didn't call her against Colleen, but I did mention these words, that she's a tough cookie and that she's a fierce competitor, and it was quite a nice conversation with her. But I've known Sue for about 9 or 10 years.
Okay.
And she's just interesting to listen to. So congratulations, Sue. Very happy for you. And up next, we hear what she has to say about her singles victory. So yeah, firstly, Sue, congrats again on winning the SA Women's Open Singles title. I think if I listened to Chantal correctly, she said you've had 2 finals before, something like in the last 5 years. Was it?
Yeah. 2016 was against Nikki Neal at Wingate.
Yeah.
And then 2023, I think, against Charlotte
Okay.
at our school. Yeah.
And now this year, the goal, which is incredible. And
if I look at sort of what an incredible year you've had, you won the Vets Open Masters, BSA, or the Vets Masters, BSA Masters, and then now the SA Nationals. Must feel like a bit of a fairy tale.
Yeah,
Start
I think yes, Monet, sometimes you just have an incredible year, and it's been very special for me. So you must ride the wave while you can.
How did you go in the BGN singles? Or has that not happened yet?
Yeah, no, we in the playoff stages now. So our playoffs are on the 31st of May. So let's see what happens there.
Well, I'm fingers crossed for the triple, for the hat trick. And do you
Well,
still have Champ of Champs in BGN?
Yeah,
in
we
that?
still, yeah,
Still to
we
come?
yeah, that entry we've got here at the club. We still got I'm waiting for a leg, and then we'll see if I can win the club one, then maybe I can go to champs
Jeez.
and maybe pull that
Fingers
off.
crossed for the quadruple. That will be
yes.
incredible. What a story
Yeah.
that would be. We will definitely have another interview with you if that happens.
Well,
But yeah,
definitely
as I said,
try.
incredible, yeah. So one of the questions I wanted to ask you was entering for the Opens versus Vets. Obviously, you've been in the BSA Masters before, and that sort of winning the SA Open ladies. That's obviously, I think it's in the conditions of play or the selection criteria that's an automatic entry into the Open Masters, and that's obviously. Would that be your biggest drive behind entering for the Open?
I think for me, it is more about I've missed out on green and gold. This is kind of my dream, is to get to play against other people in the world. So the only way you can do that is by entering the Open. So for me, it's just a dream come true to go and play against other countries, so yeah. And especially in the format, singles format, it's like incredible.
Yeah, as I said, you come from sport. You have a very strong hockey background, and how much would you say do you lean on that many years of other sports, that experience when it comes to not maybe only winning the nationals, but when it comes to bowls and especially singles?
Yeah, I think it does help, especially if you've played at higher levels, other sport. I think whenever I refer to bowls, I always say to people, I play golf and I played league golf. And if you think golf is frustrating, oh my goodness, no. Because you can bowl exceptionally well and one wood, and you can lose a game because somebody bowls an incredible bowl that gets them the shot. And so it has taught me a lot of patience on the golf course, and the golf has taught me a lot of patience on the bowl screen. So yeah, I think there's a lot that you can draw from other sport. And when it comes to pressure games and you need to make a putt or hit a good shot or do that type of thing, it does kind of help out to keep those nerves a little under check, so to speak.
And that's sort of something I was referring to when we did our show on Friday. As I said, we looked at the draw, and I had Colleen to win that quarterfinal just because she's been there so many times in those positions over how many years. And I did make the statement, so Sue's a tough competitor. I think the words I used was a tough cookie, and I don't know why I went that way, but sometimes my English also runs out. But coming back to your sports background, I think for me, silly call, because I know your sporting background, and relating to that question or that statement, when sort of did you start thinking to yourself, I can actually go all the way here? Where in that tournament did you go, I can actually go all the way? Was it maybe before the start of the tournament in preparations, or somewhere along the singles during the week where you went, I can actually have the gold here?
Honestly, that it was a goal to start off with. And actually I was at my niece's wedding in the States, and I just said to my sister, if this is the year I'm going to have to do it. And I'm going to have to put myself together and just keep going. And so I went in with the goal. I said to Michelet, I nearly lost one of my games in the section, which I wouldn't have gone through then, but I had to dig quite deep. And once I won the section, I thought, I have a chance now. It's up to me to actually pull it off. So you put that goal ahead of you and you say, right, that's what you want to do. Your little Aussie is there, so go for your Aussie. So that's kind of my driving force to really get to the final and to win it, and at no stage do you think, oh, this is easy. No, it's everything but. So there's a lot of times I had to dig deep, but I'm super chuffed with myself, super proud that I did that dig deeping and so got myself there. So yeah, still a little unbelievable, but yeah.
Yeah, I think when it comes to close to the time of going away, I don't know where the champ of champs is this year, if it's New Zealand or in Australia.
It's Australia.
I mean, the closer it gets, the more rare it gets, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about your prep building up to the nationals. Did you do anything different than you would generally do? Is it maybe, did you have a preparation, or did you prep the same way you would have the BSA Vet Masters, or did you just go through your motions, which you generally do in a week, or did you do anything different you might have done?
No, not really. I generally I do quite a bit of sort of mental visualization, that type of thing. I think about shots in games that I've played, that I've pulled off. And it gives you that belief that you can do it, and it gives you that you don't doubt yourself. So you kind of build that, you try and get rid of any doubt that you have had. Otherwise I do the normal practice, do set pieces, draw to a hidden jack, draw to, make sure there's something close and try and draw it off, and not always have to play the hero shots, just draw it off and do the control thing. So I try and prep myself like that, and then just go with that and just get rhythm. It's very important that if I don't have the rhythm, then I'm, oh my goodness, I'm lost. So I just try and keep my rhythm going before I go away.
Interesting. What you just mentioned now is in your preparation, you set up obstacles, or you set out heads for yourself, and you try and draw it off. And rather than to play these hero shots, or I don't know how you worded it. And I refer back to when we had an interview with Kevin Campbell a couple of weeks ago. Kevin Campbell said, we asked him the question, what, any advice to a youngster, and his advice was learn how to draw. You don't need these big, and he called it blockbuster shots. You don't need these blockbuster shots. Draw off, and this, it's a second person now in the space of 3-4 weeks that's giving that advice, and it's something for the viewers at home to really take note of. Is if you want to be a champion or have the opportunity to become a champion, that's where the focus must be.
And yeah,
I was listening to Chantal on the commentary during the final, and she mentioned you had the yips with a jack. Because we did see a couple float out the ring.
Oh my word, no, it is. I don't know. It arrived. I have no idea how, what happened, and why it arrived. I honestly cannot tell you. It just arrived. Honestly, Chantal and I played pairs, and she was leading, and it wasn't working for us. I said, man, you know what? Let me go and lead. Then it gives me like a bit of extra sort of prep for the singles. That jack was going everywhere but where I normally put it. I said, I don't know what's going on. It arrived, and I have no idea how, why it's there. It's just, I can't explain it. I honestly, I'm still laughing. It's embarrassing, But it is funny because it's like I've never ever had a problem with the jack ever. Not from when I started. So it's like for me, it's like, whoa, what's happening here? Anyway, so I will be
Yeah.
taking I'll be taking the jack with quite a few of them, and there's a few draws I'll be doing. Don't you worry.
Do you think like it's amazing to actually overcome that, knowing that okay, there's from a mental perspective, I am struggling with the jack at the moment, and I'm throwing it all over the place. So tough to build sort of or play to a game plan. If you're finding it short, tough to throw to that if you're not throwing it well. But I think what it does do is it depends on the person, and you obviously are that person. From a mental perspective, saying, okay, I need to now nail the first one, because I lose the advantage of having the jack. So you obviously didn't lose the jack every single time, but it happened a couple of times. From a mental perspective, is that what you said to yourself? I need to now focus on my first one, because I know I do not have the advantage of throwing the jack where I want to every single time.
Yeah, it was. It was putting a lot more pressure on me to make sure that my first one's there. So that concentration on the first ball was super important for me. And that's where you have to just dig deep. You have to shut your mind out, and you try and make sure that when you do get the jack right, you get it to a point where it's comfortable for you. So yeah, on the one end, I did myself a disfavor. So yeah, she nailed it and I didn't. So yeah.
That is the four where you put four with it like a foot or something like that.
Yeah. So I just had to put the big shoes on and carry on. I was going to say something else.
But you did.
Yeah.
Tell me, so Ryan Bester from Australia, he's someone that actually believes in losing the jack as an advantage. So if he's actually looking for shots, if he's way down in the game and looking to come back, he tells his lead to actually lose the jack. He says it puts us a false sense of confidence in the opposing lead's mind. So then they pick the length, and your lead that just lost the jack actually goes and nails the first one, and he uses it as a tactic actually. So we can tell everyone at home you didn't use it as a tactic. It was just a little technical flaw, but you fix it with your first ball every time.
Yeah, technical flaw.
Just so what we're trying to do is we're trying to extract as much information, not as much information, but we're trying to get as much from players as we possibly can. Top players like yourself. Any advice that you would have for any player, whether it's someone trying to get from their second side into their first side in their club, or from a provincial B side to an A side, or someone that's just, someone that's trying to go to the next level in their game, whether it just be win a section at the nationals for the men, or in future, any advice you can give to players that they might be able to use? Any word of advice for our listeners at home?
Simple things, keep it simple. 1, 2, make sure get your feet on the green. And the other thing is, don't always practice at your club, because you get used to those greens. Go and practice at other clubs. Pick difficult rings, because a lot of times you get onto a difficult ring, you need to be able to adapt to it. And if you think about going from a B side to an open side, that's a heck of a step. And generally it is not just in bowls, it's in most sport. When you're playing in the B side and you go to the open side, the skill, the talent, the mental aspect is just a big step up. So challenge yourselves, but keep it simple, and do the basics and keep rhythm, and believe in yourself. The minute you doubt and you go, oh, well, I'm playing against Colleen, I suppose I'm going to lose, you're going to lose. So if you don't go out there and try and beat a person, then you're not going to beat them ever. So just have that belief that you can and learn. I use this, and I have for a very long time. I don't lose, I learn. And be gracious in it, but learn. and go and evaluate the game afterwards, and then go, I slipped up, yeah, and go and work on those aspects of your game. So I just say you win and you learn. And you even
That's
learn when you
incredible
win.
advice.
So,
I like what you said there. Go challenge yourself. I like that a lot, because I think a lot of the times there's a couple of things you just mentioned. Firstly is challenge yourself, which I quite like, because what's the point in just putting two jacks down both sides of the rink and just throwing to that open jack? Yes, there is a certain skill in that, but that's not challenging yourself. You mentioned earlier when putting down obstacles or bowls or building heads for yourself and something close and try and beat that, which is quite cool. And one thing I do 200% agree with you is don't just practice on your own greens on the good rinks. I see it too often. We've got some good youngsters at Durbanville currently that I don't want to play them at Durbanville. They will beat me 9 out of 10 times on those Durbanville services, because they spend 6 days a week on those greens for 2-3 hours at a time. They unplayable at Durbanville, but the moment they go somewhere else might not be the case. And I think that's where the previous club I played for, the greens were a bit trickier, a lot more challenging than what a Durbanville surface would be. And now when you get onto those tricky surfaces, because let's be honest, most clubs that you're going to play at, especially now let's look at the men's nationals now, not all the greens are going to be, playing the best. You're coming through your raining season now and just starting to speed up, and there might be some funny lines and some funny hands, and it happens on every single green. And if you don't have the confidence to play on those tricky stuff because you don't practice on it, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But Sue, I'm sure Mosi is very happy to have a champion back. He's like me now. We're in the same boat. Second best bowlers in our family. He's joined the club officially. So we're going to get supporter shirts out soon. So that's how many men I know that's in the second best in their family. So we'll when we have enough, we'll get a shirt going for Mosi as well. But thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate you taking the time having a chat with me. We're editing this on Friday evening with our show, so I'll just send you a link to it.
Oh, that will be fantastic. Thanks, man. Yeah, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Only a pleasure. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks for now.
Have a
Keep
lucky
well.
one. Cheers.
Okay,
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sue. I think a very insightful message that she's given across. And as you heard there, Amber, when we had Kevin Campbell on the show, we asked him, give a tip to, what if you're a new bowler, give one tip. And he said, draw to the jack.
Yeah.
Make the draw your best shot. Sue Tar saying, make the draw your best shot. Kevin Campbell called it blockbuster shots. She said she called it some other shot now, but don't need to play that. Learn to draw to the jack.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think valuable. I mean, if two players of that nature said it, I mean, why not? Why not try it? Why not practice it?
Yeah.
Interestingly, what you mentioned is when she changed position and she was like you. She forgot how to throw the jack. So yeah, I quite enjoyed listening to her going through how she actually mentally approached it. So again, well done, Sue. And like always, guys, without sponsors, we don't have this. We can't bring you this excellent production. So like always, we want to thank Bits and Pixels. They bring this professional production to you with two unprofessional guests. They inherited us. They didn't pick us. It wasn't like audition we had to go through. But as you can see, guys, support the sponsors. If you have any bright ideas and you think you want to build an app, take the market and take over the world, there you go. Bits and Pixels for you guys. If you want to come challenge us and take us on a stream on Views, they do streaming in podcasts, build your corporate profile. They can build your e-commerce site. They look after your website and your domains. So really reach out to them if you're looking for something in that space. And now we are heading off to the Coach's Corner with the PBA Foundation head coach Anneke Skeepers. And this week we're speaking about the skips. And we should have actually had Daryl Thorburn on here because he's got good advice and coaching for skips. Can't be short when you shot down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to get mentioned on this week's Coach's Corner.
Yeah.
But up next for you, we've got Anneke Skeepers with the Coach's Corner, proudly brought to you by Grip and Stuff.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Coach's Corner, brought to you by Grip and Stuff. Today is the fourth part in our four-part series where I'll be discussing a skip in a four-side. A skip, like a third, would have to play all types of shots, drawing and attacking. You need to be able to read ahead, call shots, and plan ahead. Anticipate what your opponents are going to do and what their game plan is. As a skip, you are the leader in your team. The team follows your guidance and your game plan. Be firm yet understanding. If someone in your team is struggling, you need to motivate them. And there are different forms of motivation. Playing a big shot at a crucial time often inspires your team to lift their game. Other forms of motivation includes reading and understanding your players. Some perform better in a serious and firm environment, while others perform better in a relaxed and happy environment. With this specific setup, you'll be able to do two types of exercises, a drawing exercise and an attacking exercise. With the drawing exercise, you draw around the cones. So when you place your cones in a triangular shape, you have your jack, and then you place a few cones towards the mat, as wide as the green allows it. So if you are on a narrower green, you just place the cones closer to each other. If you're on a wider green, you just place them further apart. With the drawing exercise, you draw 2 balls on your forehand, 2 balls on your backhand, and you need to get around the cones. With the attacking exercise, you need to play inside. So you want to get inside these, you play onto a cone, either working off it or taking its place and getting the shot. As you can see, when I played the attacking exercise, I played different types of weight. In this specific exercise, you can set up scenarios in your head where you either resting a ball like I did with my first one, or you play a more attacking shot where I picked up the white and dragged it to the back. But make your decision before you deliver. Don't just play with weight into the head. Tell yourself, I'm going to play with 2 meters weight, or I'm going to play with 1 meter weight, or I'm going to rest the ball and then try and play that shot. Something to remember. As the skip, you take responsibility for the card and the board. You need to check throughout the game that the score is the same on both. And this is also very important. Before you sign the card at the end of the game, double check that the names and the score is correct. Thank you very much for joining us for our last part in our 4-part series. Join us next time for Coach's Corner, brought to you by Grip and Stuff.
Thank you very much, Anneke. Never heard anything about skips, yelling skips can't be short across the green.
No, didn't hear that.
So maybe next week we get Daryl on as the Coach's Corner. Proudly sponsored by Hansa. But yeah, thank you again, Anneke. There's some valuable tips in there. And time's running out for her to coach. Time's getting close. So if you want to book some sessions with her, reach out to the PBA.
Yeah.
She does do one-on-ones. And that was the last episode of our 4-week segment of fours. So next week we'll have something different. So she'll have to get creative. And but yeah, looking forward to that. And that's always it, the coach's corner. That's people quite enjoy that.
100%.
Hampy, we're off to Pretoria.
We are. We're not marching to Pretoria.
We're not marching, we're flying.
We're flying to Pretoria.
Thank goodness. You've got the 9 o'clock flight in the morning.
About 10:45, 10:10.
Quarter to 11 flight. We're on the quarter or the 3:10 flight.
Yeah.
And on our way to the SA Nationals, were you playing your singles?
Drawn at Municipals, Pretoria Municipals.
You've got the easy section with Niksha Bengiri, okay?
That's the one, yeah.
It's been a while since he got knocked out in the first round, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think you go to nationals up that part of the country for easy game.
No, so there's no easy games there because the locals enter.
Correct.
And when we say locals, you've got Ekurhuleni, JBA, BGN, Sables,
Yeah.
right there, and then just around the corner you've got Sedibeng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo.
Yeah.
The Free State's only like a 4-hour drive, Bloemfontein. So
Correct, yeah.
you know, it's really going to be one of the bigger national championships or SA Opens
Opens, yeah.
around. The JBA one was quite big. I think this one's going to might even be a touch bigger.
Yeah, look, I mean, I haven't played a lot of bowls up there. I was up there a few years back when we went up for the Morningside Classic. It's only one and only time I've been up there to play bowls, but I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, I've met quite a lot of the guys down here through, the PBA tournaments and that get played on here and the provincials, but yeah, looking forward to it.
So you guys are about 12 guys staying together with big personalities.
So yeah, we'll start off at 12. We finish at 12. We have to see. Might finish at 9 or 10.
Is Johnny staying with you guys?
Yeah, Johnny D'Souza's there. Wade Pretorius is also there.
And you got Davey van der Walt in
Davey
there.
van der Walt in there. We're
got
lucky we
you
got
in
the
there.
policeman, Kola, he's there. So
No, Kola, the voice of reason.
yeah, he's in the house. Yeah,
So
Raggers, Stevie Vaughan,
Oh.
the whole crew.
all those persons, like Big G, Gareth Rossi
Gareth
staying
Rossi's
with you.
us as well, yes. Yeah.
It's going to be quite an interesting setup.
Yeah, but it's, like a big old camping trip, scout camp trip with
Yes,
the boys.
it's going to be
back in the day.
amazing. And trips like that, the bigger the group, the more the fun.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So, safe travel, guys. We start off with the pairs. Were you in the pairs, did you say?
Pairs, I think we had High School Old Boys, Pretoria High School Old Boys.
No, the headquarters.
Headquarters, yeah, and then from there moved to Municipals, and I play singles there and we play fours there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with going back to my real roots, CBC Old Boys.
Okay.
So I started playing cricket as a very small boy and played cricket for them all the years until I got into bowls and played bowls for them for 2 years before I moved over to Belgravia.
Okay.
So that's my second home. But I grew up at that place, and so I'm looking forward to get back there.
Nice.
And then in the singles, we had not we. I wish it was a we. I wish I had someone to lead for me in the singles. But I'm at Wingate, and in the fours we're at Municipals,
Okay.
Pretoria Municipals. So looking forward to that. I think it's going to be quite a festive week. The weather looks good. 23, 24 degrees throughout the week. No rain.
Yeah.
We'll be nippy in the mornings and the evenings, I presume. But for those guys traveling, not only for you, but also for the guys in Cape Town, like always, we say be safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, especially on tour. So give One for the Road a try. We still have that promotion running, the One for the Road promotion with the anti-bias promotion, where if you put your BSA number in, you automatically get a discount. So please use them now during the SA National or the SA Open in Pretoria. The last thing you want to do is go drunk driving in a rented car, or not be able to have a few drinks with people you haven't seen in a while because you have to drive all the way back to Joburg or wherever you're staying. So use them, go to their website, have a look at One for the Road, sign up, be safe.
Yeah, and if you're not sure about all the details, and just come and chat to one of us if you see us at one of the venues, and we'll get you all the right
and Joffy
information.
will be in Pretoria as well.
And Joffy's going to be there as
Joffy's
well,
will be there. So Joffy's, if there is some interest and you have some questions, Joffy will be there. But you can actually just reach out to us, or I think his website was up in one of our previous shows. We might just leave it in the comments or part of the description for you guys to go and see. But on that note, we won't have a anti-bias episode next week.
Yes, correct. Yeah, but there will be some. I'm sure we'll be sending some.
Yeah,
bits and
we'll
pieces
be
from there.
doing daily updates with some interviews at the venues where we're at. So it's not like there's going to be no activity from our page. So
Yeah, so keep
Don't
keep,
forget
a,
to-
keep an eye on our page.
don't forget to follow and like. And when you watch this on YouTube, don't forget to follow or like the page or subscribe to the page and like our broadcast. It helps in growing the page. But also our Facebook page. So like and follow. When you see the videos, just give a like, whether it's just on the video or the page, so we can grow that as well. The better we grow this, the bigger the audience becomes, the more things we can do.
Correct. Yeah.
So we'll do some updates and some videos and some interviews and
Yeah.
post them daily when we remember. If we remember. No, I'll remember. Happy. Go in the group. Ampo, where's your interview? I've done about 5.
It's not be a race to see who can get it in first.
But to all
Works
those
done for that.
But to all those traveling, travel safe. To all those playing next week, play well. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for the next episode. I'm pretty sure we'll do a coach's corner next week just to launch it or just to keep one episode going.
that
I'm
rolling, yeah.
pretty sure we can organize that. But yeah, have a lovely evening, safe travels, and like always, Ampo, a pleasure to be with you.
Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you. Cheers.